In this lesson plan overview, I'll show you how to use your assessment data to plan and execute a pre-A guided reading lesson from start to finish. Before planning a pre-A lesson, start by reviewing your assessment information. The data will inform how to group your students, what text to use, and what skills and strategies students need to learn. An assessment summary chart is a useful organizing tool. The letter sound checklist is also key. This is your roadmap for each daily lesson. As you plan your lesson, use the chart to determine which letters and sounds should be taught that day.
So even though they know the sound of the letter, they can't identify the letter. So when they look at it in print, they cannot tell you that's the letter C, but if you ask them the sound for the letter C, they will make that sound.
Refer to the chart throughout the lesson as a checklist and to record students' progress.
We're going to play a game. I'm going to give you a sound, and I want you to point to the picture and tell me the letter that makes that sound.
Begin by having students work with their known letters and sounds. This will firm up their letter knowledge so they don't get confused when you introduce new letters and sounds. Later in the lesson, you'll be able to help students use these known letters as they read an easy book and write a shared message. Choose one letter activity from among 8 to use with your group. The letter activities are listed from easiest to hardest, so choose an activity from the top of the list with students who know very few letters. Activities 6, 7, and 8 are best used with students who know about 30 or more letters by name. Our purpose is to build automaticity by working with known letters. Here's where the letter sound checklist comes in handy. By keeping track of what the children are learning, we know which letters to include.
Like turtle, Douglas. Good. And the letter is T. You say it. T.
Follow the letter activity with letter formation practice. Choose a letter most students know and one that is challenging for them to form. As students form the letters, have them say the letter name and the directions for making the letter. Emphasize going from top to bottom when forming letters. This will build fluency with letter formation and help them form other letters that begin with the same movements.
Down, in, out.
Because phonetic writing in young children starts with learning the letters of their name, we present pre-A students with a name activity. This component also gives students another opportunity to work on correct letter formation.
And say each letter as you make it for me. Okay?
D, good job.
Once students can write their first names with correct use of uppercase and lowercase letters, this portion of the lesson can be eliminated. After the letter activities, address phonological awareness. When working with sounds, we want to build on the letters they already know by name and help them connect the letters and sounds. Teach students to follow this procedure when doing the picture sorts. Say the picture, say the beginning sound, say the letter that makes that sound, place the picture under the correct letter.
Green.
And the sound?
R.
And the letter?
R.
Which one's R?
As you work through the letters and sounds section of the lesson, keep track of students' discoveries. Highlight or circle the letter on the letter sound checklist if a student is able to connect the sound and the letter without your support. The purpose of working with books at the pre-A level is to build oral language, teach early concepts of print, and improve book handling skills. First, guide students through the book and have them take turns talking about the pictures. Encourage children to use complete sentences. When working with English language learners, use this opportunity to model a simple sentence about the picture and have them repeat it.
So they like to swing. Can you say that?
Swing.
They like to swing.
Swing.
You say. They like to swing.
swing.
Good.
Next, read the book with the students. This is choral reading, not guided reading. Have children use pointers to reinforce their understanding of one-to-one matching.
We like to run.
I want you to show me a word on that page.
Shared reading is your opportunity for teaching print concepts. Choose 1 or 2 points to teach in a lesson.
Here's a word. You see those little letters? You know what letters are. And when you have a space, This makes a word.
When reading a book with pre-A students, note how well they understand the concepts of print. Do they know what a word is? Do they understand the concept of first and last letter? What concept are they ready to learn next? The final part of the lesson is an interactive writing activity. Now, students are able to use the skills you have been teaching during the other components to co-write a simple sentence. By writing with your help, pre-A students are building their knowledge of sentence structure, hearing sounds and linking the sound to a letter, practicing letter formation, and applying print concepts.
Like.
K.
K. Very good. I'm going to have you make the K, and you practice the K down there.
During the interactive writing, take notice of which students are segmenting the initial sound and linking it to the letter on the alphabet chart. At the end of the lesson, you have a new set of assessment data. Use your notes on your lesson plan and the letter sound checklist to make a plan for the next day.